Hello. Welcome to Messy Monday. Old Gray Bricks are here to entertain, possibly horrify, and disgust you this evening. It is good to see everybody. If you had snow this week, raise your hand.
Not this week, last week.
Last week, whatever it was.
Just another Monday.
So we got 4 inches of snow, but it was mostly sleet. It was like started freezing rain, and it stayed sleeting here until it then converted to snow, and we got a couple inches on the top. Had it not been sleet, we'd have probably got 8 or 9 inches like they did south of us. But a little bit of warm air slid mid-atmosphere, so we got a little bit of sleet, but it was still great. We pretty much had Wednesday through Friday off. There was no school, and so it was great. Anyway, you Canadians, they're going to be putting a tariff on your weather next time you ship it to us, so just be aware. Snow, yeah.
That's if they have Canadian Postal Service.
Which I just translate to, you want 25% more snow. So fine.
I would take it, actually. In the South, it is quite just like, hey, it snowed. We can't do anything. We're not going to do anything. We've got milk and bread for our milk and bread sandwiches. We're good.
Well, provided you get out to get the milk and bread before the snow.
It's for the French toast.
It is for the French toast. It's called the French toast event.
So near me, there is I call it the Wall Market. It's actually one of the marketplace things that they did. They just kept it as a small Walmart, but it's basically groceries, and it's about half the size of a normal Walmart.
I pretty much feel that wherever you live, there has to be one of those.
There is, apparently so.
Yeah.
But they're a big thing here
anywhere else other than where you live. That's it.
That's right.
And 3 Waffle Houses.
Yeah. But I went into that, and it is all this Walmart that's near us is all self-checkout. There is no one running registers. So
that sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah. There's this big queue that you go through, and then there's at least 20 checkout things, bigger ones and smaller ones in a line to go out and everything. So when I went in there Tuesday before the snow, school had just let out. I really didn't need anything, but I just kind of wanted to go. And I walked in there, and there was a couple things we didn't have. We were going to be fine if we didn't have it, but I'd gotten off work early. I walked in there, and the line was halfway around the back of the store. There were at least 50 people in line. School had just let out. Everybody was going to get their stuff. They had plenty of stuff. So I kind of wandered around and talked to some people, and
did they think you worked there?
Huh?
Did they think you worked there?
No, that happened at Target the other week when I was wearing my space shirt and was scanning the price with my phone.
Stop wearing red shirts at Target.
That right. But anyway, so the line kind of calmed down, and it moves pretty fast. It's just like a big long queue and everything. But it was crazy. They hadn't run out of stuff, but people were just going nuts because we were going to get snow. But we were shut down. The road that I take to work was shut down until Friday afternoon. So that was a long time because they have 0 scrapers here. There's a guy on the back of an El Camino with a Morton's can shaking salt out. That's the salt trucks around here. So
hold up, back up. Scraper?
No. I saw in the very downtown of Charleston, South Carolina, one of the oldest cities in America. They were running a road grader to scrape the snow off Sunday when we were trying to get to church. Right? I mean, I'm talking a 2-lane wide scraper, and they were trying to U-turn that on King Street and Broad, and it was hilarious. So we don't know what we're doing.
Like 20 years ago,
why you're calling it a scraper, but still funny.
20 years ago, they used graders here, and then they realized plows were more efficient and more maneuverable. So
right,
it makes sense. Use what you got, right? So
yeah. But the big chunks of pavement flying out behind it were, that was pretty interesting too. So
we'll fix it in the spring.
We have so many potholes here. Let's see. We rambled on about snow, but it was a great week. Olden Surly can't join us. He's working late to support Hawaii. Okay, all right.
The whole state.
Steve, yeah, that's true. Steve Yogan is here. Moto is here. Hello, Moto. Chris D&D spawns Walmart and Waffle Houses. That's I do, but apparently I don't roll it hard enough. A big enough roll, so a little half one shows up, not a full size. That's just what happens. So anyway,
You need to increase your modifier some way.
I guess
Up
so.
your level.
Nerd math. All right, let's see. It's been a minute since Meredith has joined us. Let's check in on Meredith. Everybody here is going to be at ABC. That's cool. So we're all in the mad dash. We're all in the mad dash to get done. What's going on, Meredith?
I might be able to give you a preview. Do you want a preview?
Yes.
Oh, a second. Let me go see. Go to someone else and I'll make sure it's ready.
Oh, okay. Don't look behind the curtain. Okay, let's check on Steve then. Steve, what's up?
Not much.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Yeah, back to Meredith, please. No, I made a car this past week, and it's okay. So this is how Lego does cars. Much nicer. And here's mine. I got cars are hard. Cars are not my jam.
Cars are not easy.
No, they are not. And part of me wants to not. I'm trying to recreate the scene, and it's a burgundy car in the scene, and I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I'm gonna tear down my city or my mock this week, so I gotta figure out when I'm gonna do that. That's my big project to get ready for ABC. That's all I really got. I'd rather see what Meredith is up to. So,
are you driving? I assume.
I am driving. Yeah.
Are you coming solo, or is this a family outing?
No, this is solo. I'm kind of scared. I hope I don't break down and have to figure out how to do stuff without anyone to help me. That would suck. It's nice having the support.
You can phone a friend.
Yeah, but if the friend's half a country away,
well, they're still there. They're for moral support. I mean, realistically, right?
I suppose.
Let me just say, as somebody who had to go to the ER and the hospital in New Jersey, you can manage. And I didn't know a soul in New Jersey.
All right. It looks like Meredith may be ready. I can see the purpley glow of the future here. All right, you ready?
Yep. Hold on. All right. Can you see?
Ooh.
Here, I'll close this door so you can see. Take the door open.
The road is on fire. That's crazy.
The fan will go off after a while. Here, I can show some electronics. Turn the light back on. So, the fan over here goes off quite often. Brian has run these for 3 days straight to see if they would hopefully not catch on fire, but they do not catch on fire.
This is a good test to do in your own home versus the convention center.
Well, there's no Amazon Basics here, so we're good.
Nick and his deductible, thank you for making sure it doesn't catch on fire.
So that's Brian has spent hours, and there's the hole in my ceiling. That Brian spent a lot of he spent pretty much a week having to wire those, and I've lost my cars. I made cars too, Chris, but I've lost them because Brian took them somewhere. Oh, here they are. You want to see some cars?
Yeah,
yes, we want to see cars.
All right. So this one was by Adam. I like it a lot. It's like an advertising car.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
And now you're going to see things all in Friends colors. So I picked this green one. I don't know why.
That's like the Homer car.
This is my second favorite one.
Ooh, nice.
There is no steering wheel because it's the future and you don't use your mind. So. Use your mind, whatever. This is my least favorite one, but it was very Friends inspired. It's kind of like an SUV crossover.
I like it.
I dig it.
And then this is my favorite one. I think I'm gonna make a few more in the same color.
Oh, that's very cool.
I like it.
We've been making cars, we've been making boats. We still have, I think like 48 more road pieces we have to build. So
Jeez.
yeah, lots of roads. Where we're going, we're gonna need roads, unfortunately. So
Lots and lots of roads.
Well, that's Atlanta for you.
it's Atlanta. So and then we need to replace a rail yard. So Brian and I here, I'll go front facing again, back facing. Brian and I are collabing on this.
Ooh. I love that, by the way.
So we have a lot of glass, and so we're gonna do. Brian bought chrome tint, which he already applied to a few of them. So it's all gonna be chromed because we have to build this to fill in space. So he wants a big chrome tower. I'm trying to get like a Power Miners vibe. Is that right? Power Miners, or is it Rock Raiders? I can't remember. So with the teal. There's a lot of teal.
Teal would be Rock Raiders.
Raiders.
Rock Raiders, yeah. So I have to finish up here, and then we're gonna duplicate it, but it has a pad here, and Brian's like, I'm gonna build a bit landing pod. I'm like, that's great. What's gonna go here? And he's like, what do you mean what's gonna go here? I'm like, I don't have like any hovercraft.
Oh, have
He's
I
like,
got a ship for you?
Yeah, there you go. We need some hovercraft or something. So
The RV would be perfect.
I'm working on the facade up here, and thanks to Daniel, he's getting me the parts. Well, the mini. There's a lot of what is it called? Arctic Explorer. Was it Arctic? No, yeah, Ice Planet. A lot of Ice Planet that died to make this mock. So I'm gonna I also have Educational Technic breadboard, so that's gonna go up there, kind of as like the logo.
Yeah, that's cool.
I got 2 more of these, so just enough for 3 sides. You could put an LED behind it. So
What are the pieces that make up that mesh looking thing?
it's called a breadboard. It's a Technic board, and only came in the educational set, which we bought a couple to help with doing what's it called? First Lego League. So we had some of them for doing First Lego League, and we can't do First Lego League anymore because her middle school doesn't do it. So Brian gave me the breadboards. So figured I'll have it up there. That's kind of like the logo of the company, kind of Octane inspired.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, one last crazy build.
Ant Bandit is here.
Hello,
Yay,
everybody.
Adam!
Hey.
Build more cars, Adam. Build your cubes.
I'm working on cubes right now. I don't got time for cars anymore. At least
That's what I forgot.
Look, I made a tub worth of. I have like 10 cars.
And you may get a bonus for something. Like I have bricks coming, so maybe you'll get a bonus brick.
Okay, so you need a ship for a landing pad. So think 70s retro, and you could have your own space RV on the landing pad.
So this is gonna be this is supposed to be like a corporate, like that is so hot though. You gotta bring it, period, because it needs to be in there, period. So
it's coming. It's going. I'm bringing all the 70s retro spaceships that I've made.
I love it. It's hot. It's hot.
How are the Giddens gear on that?
Oh, they are dinky. They are so dinky. They're extra dinky. Hey, I'll show you. Just like Giddens gear should be. There they are.
Actually, those are pretty decent for Giddens gear.
No, but if you sneeze on them, they'll plop off of that one stud right there. So, yeah.
Hopes and dreams.
Yeah. Hopes and dreams. That's right. But yeah, so this is, I'll go ahead and just take the spot. I was sorting and I ran across this windshield. I'm like, crap, now I have to build with it. Because you pick it up, you're like, oh, I want to do that. So use like model team techniques in here from back in the day. And so there it is right there. Got a little door in the back. And I've got to do interior. But I'm going to call out Steve because before the show, I was showing this. And I was going to show the feature of the go fast button. You hit that button and it goes fast. And Steve was like, what, are you taking it apart?
Well, you held the thing up like to the camera so close, I thought you were breaking it down. And you had it upside down as well.
Showing the playability of the interior. Yeah, kid.
I'm out of here.
No fair,
Anyway.
No fair,
Anyway.
man. No fair.
It's all right. So this is my snowpocalypse build, and this was a ton of fun to slap together. So, all right, but hey, it can land. You know, maybe one of those rich guys has him an RV. He's about to take the fam, you know, off to the coast.
But I don't know if a rich guy would have an RV like that though, because I feel like that would be like the space equivalent of like a Winnebago.
You've not been to you've never seen a redneck with money, have you? I mean,
I don't know if a redneck would have a corporation tower like the one Meredith's building though. That's what I'm saying.
That's a tough call, though. Actually,
Neo Atlanta, though. I mean,
it is
I
Atlanta.
suppose Duck Dynasty, they're pretty redneck.
they got money.
All right,
I'll
I
give
take
it
it back.
money.
I'm just gonna be quiet for the rest of the night.
That's okay. We love you, man. We love you, man. Anyway,
Steve wants to
Meredith,
know
that's
who goes
looking
quiet.
amazing. All right, let's check on Ant Bandit. Ant Bandit hasn't been here a minute. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I'm like reaching under my desk to put away bricks. Yeah, it's been a while, but I'm here. I've got the. I haven't had time to shave because I've been building too much Lego look lately.
Oh my God, you almost look 12.
Oh my God.
If that's the
Wait,
case,
I see two whiskers.
I've been good. I've been really busy. I'm working on Neo Atlanta as well, and finally have progress. I'll show you kind of so far. I was doing some lighting tests.
Nice.
This is
Nice.
one of the cubes. It's got wires hanging off the back. I got to do some wiring, but it's basically a defunct elevator that's like in the lower levels of Midtown. So lots of work left to do, but I'm happy with the progress so far. So yeah, that's been it.
It's great.
How have we not labeled that the underground? Just curious.
I think that's
Oh.
fitting. That works. I mean,
Neo
I'm
Underground
kind of
Atlanta,
building. It's going to be like slums, like overtaken by robots. Like the robots are living in the slums now. That's my idea. So
I love it.
I've got
Robot
like
slumlords.
I've got like these little. Let's see if it'll focus. These
The
little
emoji head is perfect.
emoji
Oh, that's
guys.
awesome.
I'm thinking
the
about.
humans are dead.
Did you see that episode of Doctor Who where all the caretakers were all like they spoke in emojis?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
Good
making
one.
me think of that. That's cool.
yeah. We'll see if I end up going with the emoji look, but it's fun. It's all based on this video game called Stray, if you've ever heard of it. So,
With the cat.
the
That's
cat,
the cat.
the cat game, basically. So, I've got the Con Crunch burning brightly inside of me because we've only got what 2 weeks till Atlanta. Someone tell me.
Pretty close.
thought
We
you
can have
mispronounced
sir.
it. Weekend.
Next story time today, we are going to learn.
What is that?
Got to be Meredith.
I don't know. Not me.
I don't know.
That wasn't me.
That was weird.
I liked it.
That's funny. I'm
You
excited.
know what
for
that also
Atlanta,
made me
though.
think? You know what that makes me think about though, even more so than Stray, was that was it Love, Death, and Robots, where
Yes.
the three droids or androids are visiting Earth?
Yes.
I remember that one. Yeah.
That's a
That's
good
my
one.
favorite
I
one.
love that
That's my
show. Yeah. And they did a sequel episode to that one too, I think, right?
Did they? Oh, I gotta go find that then. Okay.
I think they did
I've
a
only watched the
sequel
first season. I haven't even watched the second season, so I know there's a third season now. I think. So
Yes. Great show. Great show. I'm excited for Atlanta. It's always like a crazy time. I feel like we're kicking off the year with like one of the biggest shows, and everyone's coming. I'm excited, but like stressed and hyped. It's like it's gonna be fun though. So
all worth it. All worth
yeah.
it.
All worth it.
Exactly.
All worth it. Hey, can I get the old gray brick figure back if you think about it? Can you
Yes,
bring him to me?
absolutely. I have him. I found him the other day, and I have him right here. So
Good deal.
there he is. I'll have him for you.
We need to set maybe that's what we put on the landing pad of Meredith's skyscraper thing. We put the old gray brick there, guarding the city, the
Standing
city
there.
guardian. Anyway, it's going to be awesome. See y'all. I mean, I'm bringing a table full. I'm bringing a cube, and then I'm really just looking forward to spending time with y'all. Spending time. I feel there's a bit of guilt that I'm like, I'm not bringing my normal couple of cars worth of crap, but I'm kind of okay with it because there's going to be plenty of stuff there, and I don't need to take that responsibility. So I'm excited. Super excited.
Your presence is enough.
Sure.
I love you, man.
I love you, man. Thanks. All right. All right, Aunt Ben, I know that you and the kids, y'all like to party late. Are you starting to feel the dread of like, dude, I may be too old for this? Are you getting there yet?
No, man.
Okay.
I've still got some years left in me, so we're gonna have a good time.
You have 2. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you got 2 left. I don't know how old you are, but I can just see it in your eye. You have 2 left, and you're done.
2 left. So, the light faded yet? It's not faded.
Yes.
It's leaving my body. No, I'm looking forward to it. It's always a good time. We always like try to have some kind of a get together with everybody, like after awards. So that's always fun during Atlanta. So it'll be a good time. But I gotta sleep, get all my sleep in after my cube is done, and then I'll be ready for the whole weekend. So
yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I think we should put a warning label on the bottle I give you this year.
Yes. Yes, that was a great contribution to the party last year.
I couldn't be there in person, so in spirit, I sent a bottle of spirits, and evidently it was well received. So
it was well received and enjoyed by everyone. Yes.
Was it like that stuff in that Avengers movie that Thor pours out for Stan Lee and it knocks him all the way out? Was that what that was?
I think so. Pretty close. I think Maticus had like 1 shot, and then he was good for like the rest of the night. But that's Maticus. Yep. So take that with a grain of salt.
Grain being
I forget what it was that you gave us, but it was tasty.
Yeah, it was called Joker juice. So I will probably have to come up with a new concoction, which I think will be liquid mana or something along those lines this year.
Liquid mono?
Mana. Yeah. Mana, you RPG native. Come on.
I had the
mana ones. Isn't it pronounced mana? No, it's mana.
Am I going to have to be that close to you all weekend? Oof.
I'm with Steve. I've always said it mana.
I thought it was mana.
Me too.
Mana.
You said mana.
Mana. It's like manga. I mean, it's all kosher. Well, I mean, if you're Asian kosher, Asian Jewish.
Manna in the Bible is kosher for sure. So
look, we can all agree that Jeff says Mario wrong.
There we go. Should we talk about that other Star Wars spinoff show that Meredith says?
Ashoka?
All the time.
All of a sudden, everybody gets mad. The show is over. Everybody walks off, and then we go to the convention and talk to each other.
Right, what can we say? What can we talk about Dana? Let's see.
I'm just trying to stir up the pot. See if anybody's going to take a pot shot. Come on.
Hey, is anyone building a rover for New Atlanta?
Oh, there we go. We have not heard a rover shot in a long time.
I don't know. Dana's an easy target tonight with that hat. Dana looks like an aging hippie. Hey man,
I'm doing my what is it?
I'm telling you, man, every third blink is slower.
What is oh, hipster. I'm my Lego hipster. That's what it is. I'm a Lego hipster.
Speaking of hipsters, let's go to the Canadian one. Jeff, how are you, sir?
I don't think hipster and me have ever been together in the same room.
Hipster means we are all about to replace one. So
yes, I was just going to say it.
Oh, replace him. Oh, hopefully not. I am good. I lost internet today at about 2:00 during as I was having my lunch. I realized my internet was down, and it stayed down till 5:03. Literally came up for 10 minutes and went down for another hour. So this is the second time, and it happened on Sunday as well. So I couldn't really work because all my work is online and digital, and I need the net. So I ended up cracking open 17 boxes of Lego sets. Particularly, most of them were Animal Planet, or Animal Crossing. I always say Animal Planet, but just so I could get the figures out, and the rest is going into my store. So that's what I'm working on. I meant to do more on my Black Tron vehicle over the weekend. I did get black tracks in, which I think looks awesome now. Just adds to it. And I figured out the hitch problem because I was saying the hitch was stationary, so now I've got a pivoting. But
look, if you've got a pivoting hitch, you may need to use your free healthcare. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for sure. But beyond that, I haven't really gotten anything done on it. My kid was over this weekend and we were hanging out, so I just didn't touch Lego for the most part. I did build you can just see the tip of it right there. I did build the Super Star Destroyer set up there. Which was a lot bigger than I thought it was. That's what she said.
One after another, man. You're knocking them out tonight.
Pretty much.
Raising.
And I also
turned the logo off so you can point.
Well, it's too late. Well, yeah. I almost gave you a different finger there, Chris, after you put it back up as I was pointing. Anyways,
try it again.
Right there. That is the right finger. Okay. I also discovered, and I might have mentioned this last week, I don't remember, but Bricks and Pieces, because standard orders are the only thing that's available, or standard orders are still unavailable, at least last time I checked. They only have like monochrome colors, all the grays, blacks, and whites in a lot of the parts. I was looking for
best sellers, baby.
Well, in bestsellers, yeah, in bestsellers, and everything else, all the colored parts seem to be standard at least.
Well, no,
I was looking for
that's why they're the best sellers, because they're monochrome.
I know, but it's annoying because I was looking for like one of these slope tile pieces right on the end here, in yellow, because I literally had one of them, and I obviously want to finish the stripe, and they didn't have any of them, so I was a little annoyed, and I had a mini rant about that, I guess. But I did also get the track sections ready for the back end. I'm missing the bigger gear wheels. They were on a Bricklink order that should be here this week. And I did buy enough black track to do the whole thing. I think I bought 120 links of black track, and I absolutely love this as a color for track. It's awesome. So, but yeah, the next few days I'm just going to be restocking my store because I've started doing it. So now I might as well finish it. And leaving on early Tuesday morning, like before the sun comes up, I'll be out of here. So, and yeah, hopefully my back will be okay by the time I get there. After talking about sore backs, or that was probably pre-show that we talked about that, wasn't it?
Or would yours be sorry backs?
Mine would be a sorry back, yeah. Okay. And it'll be sorry on Thursday when I start setting up the modules. But you know.
Are you doing the castle?
Yeah, the castle's coming maybe for the last time. I'm not sure. Depends if they want it back again. It'd be nice to travel to Atlanta and not bring a trailer, but we'll see what happens.
That's not the first time that's been said, but
just watch out for potholes.
What is?
Oh, there's
that. What?
That's cool.
Awesome.
I got the Mario sets with the rhinoceros with the eyes.
Mario, come on, man.
So yes, Mario Christmas. So I don't know. I made a derpy gray brick. Hey guys, what's going on here? What are you guys talking about?
That's an old gray brick city cousin that comes to town once a summer, and then they find Boo Radley. And
you said city, right?
City boy, yeah.
Okay, it sounded like you were shipping your pants.
Yeah, we can ship your pants.
You're welcome.
The night is young. Let's go right here. Matt, there you are. I'm looking for the button. Matt in the center square. Hello, Matt. Matt is busy building or sorting or what?
Or what?
Oh, shiny.
So I was pulling out the various bricks and brick badge kind of stuff because, I'll be wearing it in a couple days. So just pulling the stuff out, and in part when so one of the things I think I'm going to show is after going to Puerto Rico last month, it got me inspired to pull out my Puerto Rico buildings, and I'm probably going to add to it. And so I have, of course, the brick badge, which uses the magnet, but I also got this to wear. It's a little Puerto Rico building, so I can wear this on the other side of my shirt to be like, yeah, I'm the person who did the Puerto Rico street. So I don't know, just kind of fun.
You have to like clip the back of your shirt to your pants. You have all that weight pulling on the front.
Right.
I mean,
I got a lot of weight pulling on the front.
I've had plenty of brick badges that had too many bricks and would fall off during shows. So I kind of learned my lesson. So part of what I was doing is just kind of like trimming down what I'll actually wear. So it's got my screen name, Old Gray Bricks, Canadian Brick Builders, really important information like Cat Dad. That way people will know. But so doing that. The other thing is I am carving out a walkway through the Lego dumpster room, aka the guest room, so that Mr. Paluda can actually walk to the bed when he gets down here. This has been an annual thing the past two conventions, but of course it was Jeff that was staying here. ADHD people like myself need deadlines to do things, and so for 11 months random Lego unfinished projects or things that needed to be sorted, but I didn't feel like it, got set in the spare bedroom to the point where you couldn't walk around the bed. It was getting pretty bad. So yes, Saturday I got up and I was like, okay, we're going to dive in and we're going to make some progress. So I'd say it's about 40%, 50% on the way to being a usable room. By the time he gets here in 2 weeks, it'll be ready to go. Mr. Puluda.
Come on.
I think I did okay.
Pulda.
Pulda. Oh yeah.
I pulled a Steve out of my pocket.
Not an extra syllabus, but I did get. I did have something arrive that I ordered a little while ago from Eclipse Graphics. So they had some of their Christmas stuff on markdown. So I got the sign for Christmas Vacation, Brickmas Vacation. So I know we're just a little bit past the holiday season, but there's some signage.
Cool.
And then I also got a collection. So our lug does the Festival of Trees, and I always participate in that. So I can make some little street signs that have things like Santa Claus, street, different holiday themed street names. And there's also some wreaths of different colors. Those will be utilized. And then if you got like random a gift bag. And so mine includes, I don't know if I fully get Blazing for Dummies.
I think give it to Dana. He might need it with that hat.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Reference.
I'm not sure you need a lot of education to blaze, but apparently, or maybe when you blaze too much, you need to pull out your Blazing for Dummies. I don't
come in a dime bag.
And then some cocktails. These might go in my gay bar that I've built and displayed in the past. And then everybody's favorite
pizza.
The Christmas sweater with the classic space motif.
Nice.
Certain people might be seeing next year's Christmas gift early. So that was kind of fun. Hey, whatever works at this age, we'll take it. So that's going, trying to get the house ready. And then of course, we're starting to start on our bulk lug stuff here at Peach Lug and trying to get the part selection. Anybody who's watching, deadline's tomorrow night at midnight. So I've gotten a few parts in and got some nominations. So we're trying to move that along. It seems like the last 2 years, the part selection process happens at the exact same time that we're putting on our major show. So not always the best timing, but we want to get our order in so that we can get our parts hopefully before early in the cycle, not late in the cycle. But we're trying to get that process rolling. So that's what's going on here.
Cool. Sounds fun. Let's see. We have not talked to specifically for long extended periods. Mark, Mr. Sandlin, how are you, sir?
I am okay. I've got my cube pretty much finished. And Mr. Palmer is bringing with him a ramp upon which we can place little soapbox cars. So I built a fried chicken car.
Fried chicken.
And I stuck some more dark orange bits on there because I rummaged around and found a couple more things.
Is there going to be
Palmer?
I did
John
say,
Palmer?
Mr.
Did you not
Mr.
know that?
Palmer.
at the bottom of the ramp? Is there going to be a giant container of barbecue sauce?
Why would you put barbecue sauce on fried chicken?
I am all sense of opinion of offended right now. I'm like, what the heck?
I think you got legit offended there.
I find it hysterical that the year that John Palmer is coming to Atlanta is the year we're not doing Moonbase.
Yeah, this is a travesty.
That's a very John Palmer thing to do, though.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll roll with it then.
I'm excited
I'm
to be
literally
there.
bringing no space with me. Well, I take that back. I am bringing Friendship Timber. So, but yeah, that's the only space I'm bringing with me.
We need a third or fourth Moonbase revival. I'm calling it in right now. We need less Neo Atlanta, more Moonbase. Even though I'm doing both.
We gotta let it.
Sorry, Meredith. No.
It's gotta come down a little bit before it goes back up.
You can cycle things. I'm not bringing my giant mosaic this year. I'll probably bring it next year. So you don't have to do stuff every year.
That's true. It's more special.
Well, we can probably. I bet with the ease and the availability of lighting, I bet we could revisit Moonbase with more lighting and effects in a year.
I concur. I think that's an excellent point.
I think it would be great. Anyway,
I have all the footage from when I interviewed a lot of you about that Moonbase video. So I'm hoping to put out a Moonbase feature video at some point, and maybe that'll kick things off for us. But
what if it's like a moon-based Nuashima? Like Munashima.
It's a monster truck. It's a shark truck or car.
Yeah, I mean, this is the other soapbox thing I did. I did the shark car driven by a shark guy. So
now it would only be perfect if it was a shark car driven by a shark jumping a shark.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We could put a shark at the bottom of the ramp so it can jump the shark.
Maybe like a shark in a pool of barbecue sauce.
Yeah. Every shark needs barbecue sauce to go with it.
Or you just make a Lego of the Fonz and have him jumping over the shark to make the reference to the original. Where
there we are. There's our 40-plus-year-old reference from.
Yeah,
Chris.
there we go.
Thank you very much.
I followed it.
Actually, that's probably close to 50 years now. When did he do that?
Yeah, I think there was a rerun when we watched it. So
yeah, probably so.
I think that was maybe the very early 80s, wasn't it?
Have you ever wondered if when the Fonz was jumping the shark was the kid from the Brady Bunch who found the statue that the cursed statue? And
when they went to Hawaii,
was that concurrent? Yeah, I mean.
Okay, now I have to look to see what year did Fonzie jump the shark, because I want to think that was in the early or late 70s. Versus
it was 1977.
There you go. So it was. I was correct on 70s then.
Wait,
yeah,
1977?
1977.
Was it really that late?
Yeah.
Okay.
The kind of the 50s revival popularity and everything was mid 70s to late 70s. Yeah. And I can remember being a kid talking about Fonzie jumped a shark, man, at school. I mean, we talked about that in the playground, man, and it was a big deal.
And then it was later that the phrase "jumping the shark" became known as kind of when something was over,
something was done.
It was
a downfall.
A lot of suspension of disbelief on your playground, apparently.
I was 6 years old.
A literal shark.
I mean, come on. We were all convinced that quicksand was just going to suck you right, to the bottom. So, I mean, I guess we fell for a lot of things back then.
That also transmitted to my generation, because I thought quicksand was going to be a much bigger problem in the real world than.
And don't you think one of us would have gotten amnesia by now?
Or how many have stopped, dropped, and rolled yet? Anybody?
There was one time, but I think it was because I was intoxicated. So
I have actually stepped into quicksand, real world quicksand, and my dad pulled me back in the canoe as I started to sink. That was not exciting. It was exciting, but not in a fun way. I'll just put it that way.
Well, let's just say though that after Fonzie jumped the shark, the next year, Gilligan and crew strapped all of their houses together because a storm was coming and set out to sea. And the whole episode was Gilligan's fault. And then he started to try to cook something and caught it all on fire. But the plume of smoke had them rescued, and they were rescued from Gilligan's Island. So, in the TV movie that Tina Louise would not show up for, so they had a fake ginger, and it just wasn't right. The way it was. You wanted 70s references? There you go. As deep as I could go.
I don't remember anybody
all of them.
asking for
We
the
didn't.
70s references.
I got control of the show. Thank you very much. Dana, what's up?
Well, I am conveyor belting.
No. You have a Starbucks. Are you trying to be 30 and really failing at it right now?
I'm the Lego hipster. What can I say? I the funny thing is, I got this sweatshirt. I actually got 2, but I didn't pay for them.
In what universe is Starbucks hipster? That's the corporate owned coffee joint.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a failing hipster. Come on, keep up. I actually ordered a bag of cat food, and when the box showed up, it had 2 Starbucks sweatshirts in it instead of the bag of cat food.
Winning.
So I called the company that I was supposed to get the cat food from, and I said, "Hey, the shipping got messed up, and I got 2 sweatshirts instead of my cat food. So can you ship me the cat food?" Which they did, and for free. So I got 2 Starbucks sweatshirts for free as a gift with my purchase for cat food.
GWP,
baby, GWP. But what I got going on here today, and I don't know if it'll work. I just shocked myself. I am convention making tokens, making some stuff. So if you were around for 2 years ago, this was my convention token, which was very classic space.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year, I followed it up with a Space Police token.
Nice.
And if you are any sort of classic space aficionado, you will guess that this year's token will be
Ice Blade.
Blacktron or Futron.
Galaxy Squad.
Mr. Van Winden is the winner. So this year's token is going to be a little Blacktron ship.
Cool.
And I even made it asymmetrical.
nice.
It's very
to
black.
be very Blacktron-y. And the funny thing is that I came up with the idea for this like last June, long before we knew that the new Blacktron set was coming out. So coincidence. Again, I think either I'm on the wavelength for Lego designers or I don't know, something. But anyway, so
Is
this
it modular? Can
What's
I
that?
change it out? Is it modular? Can I change out the sections?
You could probably very much so. So this will go online, and I'm excited because now, granted, while I don't have them, and I guess I could change out something to make a pin, but I think it's cool because then they can all sit together.
Nice.
Oh,
I don't have any of them.
Yeah. Well, maybe this year you'll get lucky. You never know. You are staying at Matt's house, so sleep with one eye open.
That's wrong.
Yeah, otherwise
that's it.
a
That's all I
pussycat
got.
might jump on you.
Everything else is done. So I'm just boxing stuff up, ready to go ahead of time. I'm just going to coast into Atlanta BrickCon this year as opposed to feeling stressed and mad dash. So I'm looking forward to it.
That's good. I kind of feel like I mean, hear me, and at Meredith, I know the pressure. I mean, is nowhere near setting up Neo Atlanta than setting up Moonbase and stuff. But having that on your plate, and waiting on folks to drop stuff and having to and everything, I'm really looking forward to pretty much dropping stuff and not having my hands in the collabs. Now, collabs are great; they do amazing stuff. It's worth the work. But every once in a while, you got to just go, hey, lay off. Oh, here's a good question for you, Dana. Where's the Husky on your Blacktron?
It's inside. It's inside. It's a micro husky. It's a micro husky.
You need to make one with a husky with just asymmetrical thrusters flying across the same thing.
I do. Now I feel the need for a husky with asymmetrical thrusters. Thank you. And for those of you who don't know why we're talking about this, if you're not following Angus McLean on Instagram and his Black Tron 2.0 through 15.0, do yourself a favor, go find it, come back. You can thank us later. It is freaking priceless. It's just priceless.
And he's at least put at least 2 Rathacon references in a couple of videos, which is great. And or not Rathacon, actually one is Star Trek 3 and one is Star Trek 2. So but yeah, that
Star Trek 2
you
is
gotta be a
Rathacon.
super special nerd to know that part. But yes.
The Enterprise crashing and my God, what have I done or whatever, that reference is great. But anyway, they're all super great. So yeah, make sure you do that. So
did you see today's swooshable?
Did I miss one?
There's 15 dropped today. He's doing a swoosh test. It's awesome.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to mute and watch it. I'll be right back.
Got to catch up on current Blacktron events, you know?
Yes. I mean, at first it was kind of funny because he was just trying to make fun of the fact that it needed some adjustments to it. And then he just went off on a tangent with the whole adding the animals, and it just won't end.
It's so good.
It's so good. It is so good.
We need to get Angus to a Lego convention.
Yes. God. Well, you know what though? It's funny. I mean, I think because he's been out of work, I think for a while. And so because of that, it's given him this time to go crazy in Lego. So I kind of need somebody to give him a movie because he's making us all look really, really bad.
Since he's not working, somebody needs to get him a buddy pass and just have him fly out in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
he apparently has time on his hands.
Yeah, exactly. This would be the perfect time for him to come to Atlanta. Would be next week, which we should be freaking awesome. So
I already used my buddy pass for the year, so I don't have one to give. But
I don't have any buddy passes, but it would be nice. It would be nice.
Chris just gave us the finger. There he is again.
It was a finger. It was not necessarily the finger, but the finger.
So Giddens, you were just describing coming to a show and having done many shows and taking it easy and just being there for the friends. We have a term for this in my line of work. You are a show participant emeritus.
That works.
Yes, I'll take that. I'll take that. And yes, the swooshin is hilarious. So you need to watch it. Yeah, I mean, I mean, Jake's bringing a table and a half's worth, and I'm bringing a table's worth of stuff, which feels light, but I know it's whatever.
Well, the funny thing is, even though I say I'm not bringing a whole lot new and I'm not bringing a whole lot of stuff, I still have 2 8-foot tables.
Right.
So,
right.
2?
Well, yeah.
2?
Yeah. Well, because I'm bringing, this is the last event that the regular monochrome habitats are going to. This is the last one.
Oh, okay.
It's 50 shades of Lego because I have 50. So I'm doing 50 shades of Lego. I've got the mega habitats, which there are 6 of, and then the little micro habitats, which they fit on a foot. And then I've got the brick mellows. So that takes up 2 tables worth. Now I might have a little extra, but it's always easy to spread things out versus trying to cram things together. I learned that last year. I should have asked for more tables last year than I did. So,
and all that implies.
And all that implies.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm totally okay with it. I'm excited just to hang out. Honestly, Jake. I know Jake. One of the days he wants to ride in to Bricks and Minifigs to see the people he used to work with and all that kind of stuff. So I can watch his tables and everything. But anyway, I meant to share earlier. I found the most disgusting thing ever. Are you ready?
Why are you sharing this?
That sounds
Nice
Great.
lead in, by the way.
So I went to a bricks
It's
and
like an old
minifigs.
person thing, is it?
It is. It is.
Are you gonna pop a zit on camera?
Hey, I'm 53 years old, about to be 54, and I still get them, so that's not fair. But anyway, so I go to bricks and minifigs a lot to get go through the pick bins and everything and get parts. And I picked a bracket, which I'm low on gray regular brackets for some reason. I use them a lot. But I was sorting tonight, and I discovered that not only is this a fake Lego,
Mm-hmm.
it is a fake Lego with glue on it.
Ew.
This is the worst thing. I mean, in fact, I'm going to burn it and wash my hands for a month after this.
Is that like a double negative? Does that make it good?
No, it makes it awful.
All right.
Are you saying you don't want me to bring you that that Galaxy Explorer I got for you?
Oh, the fake one? Oh, I totally want it. Yeah. Anyway,
The,
but I
the
did find
faux
this.
floor?
I did find this.
Oh, I've got some of those.
This I know is from like one of the original Lego sets I had. I think it's from the Spirit of St. Louis airplane from '75.
Seriously? Wow.
Seriously, I'm pretty sure, and I just dropped it. I'll have to get it off the floor. But it is mangled and chewed, and those are all my teeth marks right there as a kid.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But the best part is, watch this. With all this, this is my life right here. See how mangled and chewed that is? Still works, baby. Ah,
It's like semi-inspirational there. Wow.
it is. Still works. And it works. The studs still work right there. Look at that. Still good. And I'm
Wow.
bleeding, apparently. So, yeah.
Check, check, and check.
Check and check. So, yeah, I'm pretty darn sure this is one of my oldest pieces ever right there. Pretty cool. Still works. So,
That piece is as old as me, for the record. Born in '75.
it could be.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Stever, a question for you. Stever built a lot of really cool cars back in the day. If they're still together, they would look really cool probably on the streets of Neo Atlanta and all that kind of stuff. Not speaking for Meredith, but if they are within scale of anything, they were really cool cars. If they're still together, are they? Is he going to answer?
I think the cars that Stever made were bigger than minifig scale.
Think so?
Yeah.
Did I discuss with y'all that my son is disappointed in my car? Did I tell y'all that?
Well,
This,
I mean, your son being disappointed in you, that's just evolution.
That's
Yeah,
just
no,
being
I
a
understand
teenager.
that. But so
Part of
this
having a
car,
teenager.
this car right here, the wheels don't clear. They rub up against
Ooh.
the hubs or
You know,
whatever.
you could just swap those wheels out for different wheels that are smooth versus knobby, and it'll probably still work.
Yeah, I'm not careening this down John Palmer's ramp, or it is not rolling across the highway on Neo Atlanta. So I don't care. But my son grabbed it and he's like, "Dad, the wheels don't turn." I'm like, "I know."
Did you tell him your buildings don't have interiors?
You're grounded.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, he has been like judging me for this for a couple of days. He'll still look at it and go, "So you didn't change the car yet?" No, I'm not. Shut up.
I always like that kid. Always like that kid.
Nothing like having a mini version of your sarcastic self living in your house. So
He learned from the master.
yeah.
Can I share with you on the subject of tokens and Gujiks this year? I have mine.
Oh, by the way,
here.
we have determined that we can no longer call it a Gugik because a Gugik is only from the Lego Master Builder at Brick World Chicago. These are tokens.
Okay, tokens.
Can we call them tickets?
Tickets,
Gookins?
table standees. I don't know.
Tokens?
So I built these, but I didn't design them. But I have an abundance of them, and I figure that's a good way to,
Get rid of them?
give some love. But first up, we have
Ooh.
Those are
a
huge.
little ant. It's
The
big.
ant.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty big.
It's big, but I have a lot of these because I got them from a project that I did for Lego last year. I have no desire to part like how many 50 of these out.
Nice.
And then I also have little lizard guys.
Oh, those are adorable.
Dude, those are awesome.
Those are cool.
Yeah. So this was for it was a Rebuild the World campaign that I animated last year. And I had to get a lot of these because we had a lot of them visible on camera, and they like the lizards were climbing a wall, and I had like an army of them that I had to animate at one time. And there was another video with these ants, and they were like walking in a line, and then every like fifth ant, it was like a little radio guy, little antenna ant. So I have no use for them, but I think they're cool, and it's like, hey, they're already put together. I've got a whole bin of them. Like,
I don't know if I would deserve you giving me one for something that I'm displaying, but I want one.
I do.
okay, you can have one. I mean,
I need one because I need one of each. So put my name on.
It'd be funny if like the oversized token catches on, and now we have to build like these massive box.
I doubt it'll catch on.
They keep the tokens keep getting bigger and bigger, and then it's just like, here's a cube, for.
The token is bigger than the mock and just covers it up, and
We're gonna need to leave more room on the table just so you can fit all these maxi tokens.
It's funny. It's funny because I was trying to tell Simon that I think a token quantifies either an individual piece, because people have their signature piece that they'll leave, or they'll leave something that's like like a combination of like 3 or 4 pieces, which is kind of what Pink Wheels does. And then there's like what I do, which is kind of like it's under 50 pieces. That to me is a token. When you start to get like to 150 pieces or more, I call that a gift. It's no longer a token.
Like Simon doing this a few years ago.
Right. That's a gift. That's not even a token.
Yeah.
So
I have old gray brick stickers cut out. That's all. That's what I'm doing.
Which, by the way, I need to make sure to get one of those from you, because Entertainingly Lame, I'm shipping him some Gundam stickers, and I've held on to the box or the bag or the envelope because I wanted to put an old gray brick sticker in there. So he's in the chat, so he just reminded me I needed to ask for another one of those.
Yeah, and these are new. I've got them with the YouTube channel on it, so people can actually find us. So
it's fancy schmancy
promotion. That's right. That's the advertising budget for the year. I was just $29, and I got 100 stickers or something crazy like that, and that's it. That's it. Oh, Entertainingly Lane is here.
Yay!
Excited. Super excited. All right. What is the countdown to how many days till the convention?
Week and a half.
Week and a half.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Give or take
7 for me, I guess.
That's weird.
And for Steve too.
Yep, I leave Tuesday.
Yeah,
not Thursday. Tuesday.
Oh, so that's a week for you guys.
Yeah. So I mean 7.
Yeah.
What is that in?
After this chat next week, I'll basically be packing up my stuff and getting ready to go to bed to wake up super early in the morning. So
all right, we got to plan the Waffle House trip. When we all go to Waffle House, what day are we going to all go to Waffle House? It doesn't have to be breakfast for me. It could be, we could go for dinner, you know what I'm saying, or something, or lunch.
Like, do you want to spend the day feeling bad, or like the next morning feeling bad? So,
dude, if you have not processed quickly Waffle House in a convention center bathroom, you have not lived. So,
because you can have diarrhea after any meal. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, let me tell you, if you have never been cleaned out by a Waffle House meal, then I don't know what proper detox is. So.
I've never been to Waffle House, so probably my one and only time ever eating at a Waffle House. So, because we don't have them in the north.
Oh, then we're definitely doing that with you. First thing,
I actually feel that the Waffle House run, there should be multiple Waffle House runs, because I mean that's what's going to happen anyway.
Yeah,
but
one to get there and one to coming out. 2 runs.
If one is possible for if Steve goes to Adam's house with the AFOL event after hours, the after hours event would be another Waffle House visit before going to bed.
There you go.
Because that is actually the most common place that I've ever been to a Waffle House was after 2 a.m.
Same.
Yeah, to me, Waffle House is either really early breakfast or very late night
Yes.
stuff.
Are they a 24-hour establishment?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know weather's serious in Georgia when Waffle House closes down.
There is an actual index with the National Weather Service. If Waffle Houses started closing, then they know it's bad in an area. So it is. Yeah, no, okay. Challenge. I mean, it's done. We are taking you to Waffle House, bro. We just got to pick the day, and you're there.
Yeah, I don't mind. Let's do it. I got to experience everything once.
Well, if you want a really good breakfast, we can take you to First Watch.
No. If you want to pay a lot for 2 tacos with beans in it for breakfast, you can go, and it's delicious. But it's 2 tacos for $20 at First Watch. Yeah,
There's a reason they call it $1 million bacon at that place. I mean, come on.
I would prefer to go to Waffle House in the morning, or sorry, at night, because I'm not a breakfast person. So we'll do it in the evening.
okay, all right, it's a done deal. We could do that. We could even do that. Wait, when is the dinner that they provide?
Saturday night.
Saturday.
There's also
Well,
something
isn't there
on
also-
Thursday night.
I was gonna say, isn't there some fancy
yeah.
schmancy shindig, which
On top of the
I'll
hotel.
still be making garbage piles for New Hashima. So sorry, Nick, I love you, but garbage piles come first.
It's
Yeah,
black tie only. You got
Put that
to
on a t-shirt. Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say there's nothing that says I love you, but like garbage piles first. So
There's garbage piles, and then there's you, just right underneath there.
is there a certain method to making garbage piles, and can we make them at home?
It's a fine art. It's a fine art. Natalie is a garbage pile artiste. You know, she says making figs is more fun, but I think her true calling is garbage piles. Now you just got to make it look random, but like not too random. It's, you know how it is. You don't want it to make it look like it's a dumpster, but you don't want it to look like it's a, you know,
Not a dumpster.
empty. You don't want to make it look empty.
I will look at pictures and I'll make some. How about that? Make them here and bring them.
We'll have stuff to make. Burkina had had a whole bunch of deals on like the needles, stuff like that. I'll have to go pull out, like, you use like a 1x4 white, not white, like tan or nougat tiles for like wood planks. You know, it's just supposed to be bicycles, just, you know, trash.
You gonna have a dumpster fire at all?
No dumpster fire, just trash.
Oh, that would be
there
cool
are-
to get a little single battery powered red light that blinks a little bit, and you can have a trash pile on fire floating out there, and that would be hilarious.
Someone could do it.
Somebody could do it. That would be awesome. All right. Yeah, you can get fancy. That's right.
There needs to be like a cube that's just like a trash mound and then a little airport
Wally?
kiosk right next to it.
We're trying not to do like a ton. It's like floating water garbage. It's not like
Trashishima.
it's not like a trash pile. It's just, you know, some trash that's washed up because no one takes care of the environment.
But for the record, good Fifth Element reference, Dana.
Thank you for
Yeah.
catching that.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Wally.
Nah, it
Now,
was a
Wally
good
would
no.
be a complete trash. I mean, everything would be trash.
Everything
Instead of
that
kudzu-
Wally World would be trash world.
By the
it
way,
would be
Meredith,
the-
I would have been wanting to mention, while I have not been very active in the Discord for this year's collaborative, even because I'm just phoning it in and bringing what I brought last year, I love that you have inspired or required people to add kudzu. I think that was the cherry on top.
Well, now the problem is that we're making peach trees for some of the open spots where there's no toppers, and I think we need to use a different color leaf because we're using the green and bright green for the kudzu.
Yeah.
So I feel like if the trees are the same color, it will just be washed out. So
Well, my trees are
I'm-
purple. I think
yeah, but that's different. Like, we're trying to make peach trees. Like, John and Karen are making me some peach tree courtyards.
okay.
So I think I'm gonna end up loading them. I have a lot of lime green leaves and limb pieces, so I'm just gonna say use these. That way it looks different.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's just gonna be too much green and it's just gonna be a wash of green. So
Well, I actually like the idea. Well, I know that you're trying to use to make them peach trees. I get
yes.
that, and yeah, because I mean I really liked Daniel's translucent trees from last year because it was very very neat. Like I was thinking, because that's why I did my trees as a different color because I was trying to make them cyberpunky, but
And just to stand out.
yeah.
So.
Do we have any of the
No,
newer peach
I think
trees?
Brian's actually because Daniel came over a couple weekends ago and he brought his palm trees. So I think Brian's actually soldering them up so that the pink part.
That's a plan. We'll do if we can.
Okay, Brian, we're just speaking in hypotheticals. Brian would like to have them lit up, but that he still has a whole bunch of more highway to go solder for like another week. So we'll have to see.
If I don't see this layout's going down, Brian over there with a face mask down and a welding torch out, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. So.
No, I mean, well, Stefan always brings his soldering iron in case something breaks. So hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing will break. Although I need to go resolder some stuff on my old stuff because connections in my crap soldering job have come apart. So.
Question: which is this going to be the largest new Ashima, new Atlanta type one, or what does Brick World still take that?
I don't know. Unfortunately, Nate, do you remember last year, like the whole area with the elevated highway and a lot of the Modulix buildings?
Mm-hmm.
That was Nate, who was original Brolug guy who came out. He can't come, so we're missing his section. But I do think this will be bigger than Brick World, ever so slightly.
Really?
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because we're having two inner cities, and then we're having an ocean in between them, and then off the old inner city, we'll have Stefan's Sector 8, and then off of the new inner city, well, the industrial zone and water, and then Connor's mech bunker. So
Exciting.
It should be bigger.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, Nick, I love you, but like, I don't think we're making the Westin, yo.
But we're not going to have a ridiculous train that's going to cause everything to be delayed, are we?
No, the only train is the Smarta that goes around, and it's right on the first level. And it's been run before. It stays right. It's right next to the road. It's parallel to the road in inner city. So Stefan might put his monorail up. That's on him. But Brian's the rail yard was actually going to also go on the first level of industrial, because that was my rule that if any trains were involved, they had to be on the first level, like right up against the table. So that's the learnings. That's the fun things that you learn in collabs. So not to say that, the train that they had at Brick World was, Blake Foster's gorgeous train. But when you have it 6 feet up in the air, Lego tolerance stack does come in play. And then you add a lot of weight on that train and it makes life difficult. I think he disappeared like into the back of the mock for a while because he was sitting there ballasting the ever living crud out of, I think it was a stack of 4 or 5 cubes. So that took a long, long time. So the learnings are, if we're going to do trains, they're on the first level where you don't have much tolerance stack yet. So
good call.
So that was the learnings. That was my rule I implemented, that if we want to have lots of trains, they can't be high up in the air. Nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time for that. Which I believe that is a Atlanta reference, is it not? Ain't nobody got time for that lady. Wasn't she an Atlanta native?
Could be. Not sure.
Not that it matters.
All right. So we will have a show next week. We will all be either cramming stuff in our cars, cramming bricks together to get ready, or just excited to go. And do we think we ought to try to get together and do a live from the show, the Old Gray Bricks live, if there's a time? Like,
It probably would be Friday. I mean, because Thursday there's the thing at the Westin, right?
Yes, that's Thursday.
Yeah. So if anything, it'd probably be Friday. I mean, I'm just speaking up, but it might not be. Definitely we want for the people that don't have to do garbage piles. We want them to go to the Westin.
So I need to what? So tell me what the Westin thing is. I haven't been paying attention. So
Thursday night they're doing like it's the only thing that has a dress code. They're asking people to dress a little bit nicer, but it's like a swanky A-fold meet and greet on Thursday night on the roof of the Westin. So they have like a room or set up there. So
cool.
Should be interesting.
And is this a Westin downtown or is this Westin somewhere else?
The hotel attached to the.
Yeah, it's the hotel attached.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the one downtown.
Yeah, I thought it was as well because the only thing that confused me was when Nick said at the meeting that there will be great views of downtown Atlanta, and I was like, which Westin is this?
Yeah, that one caught me too. But I think it's a nice distance view of the city.
Oh, okay.
What's that time with the people?
No, that's what we go to Waffle House for.
Yeah, the great views.
The great views of the people.
The views of the
Dude, Waffle House has the best people watching.
Only second to Dragon Con.
Dragon Con does have good people watching.
It is
my
the
favorite Waffle House meme was described it once as America's Fight Club.
I was going to say, Steve, on your way in, Steve, you got to stop at Buc-ee's.
I've been to a Buc-ee's.
Very well.
Yes.
But there is one in North Georgia on your way in that you could get some snacks or whatever.
I heard a bunch of like hype about the Buc-ee's, and I went into one and I'm like, okay, what's so great about it? Sorry if I offended like everybody in the chat. I'm sorry. But
the snacks, and they have really clean bathrooms. It's a nice place to stop.
I was gonna say, for people that need clean bathrooms, mainly me and my daughter, the bathrooms, they're executive bathrooms. Like the stalls are rooms. Like they have full doors. They're not like a bathroom stall. It is an executive bathroom stall. And it's just a giant room of them. Because usually, you go somewhere and you go to the bathroom and the guys you guys are quick at the bathroom and you have urinals, which helps speed things up. Ladies do not have that. So there's always a line because the stalls take up more room, but not at Buc-ee's. There's never a line because it's a huge bathroom. These beautiful executive bathroom stalls. It's
you almost feel like you don't want to go to the bathroom in them because they're that clean.
Now I want to go.
You want to go to the bathroom because they're way better than anything else around. So.
Yeah, Matt's like wearing a wig and a dress. Like I got experience at one time.
So
the
campus,
guys' bathroom is just as nice.
Guys is just as nice, I would assume.
Most of the bathrooms when you walk up, like the men's is always on the right-hand side and the ladies is on the left. Well, they built a new building and they flip-flop which door is which. And for the first month, I would panic, step in the door and go, oh crap, am I in the right room? And I'd like pop my head back out to look at the snow marker. I never actually made a mistake, but I had fear of making a mistake like every time.
And I'm just gonna throw this out. If anybody's bored on Wednesday night at 9 Eastern, it's our 200th episode of Canadian Brick Builders. There's nothing major happening. We're gonna have a special guest from Germany, one of our watchers. He's joining us at 3 a.m. in the morning his time to come hang out. So if anybody's bored and wants to say hi, pop on by.
I thought you were going to go shirtless during the show. I thought that was our specialty.
No, we said that would scare everybody away and end the stream right away.
What a way to go, right?
Right.
200!
200, man. That's cool.
And almost every week for the last 3 years.
Yeah. I have no idea how many shows we've done. I guess I could figure it
4
out.
years.
I was gonna say, what's the 200th Old Gray Bricks?
We've
Maybe
passed that a long time ago.
Yeah, you probably already passed. Well, yeah, because you guys were doing Monday and Thursday too, right?
We were doing 2 a week for.
We're slackers, but yeah.
Speaking of which, are we ever? I mean, not that I'm needing to, but my wife keeps confusing. She's like, "It's Thursday. Do you doing your show?" I'm like, "Babe, we haven't done the show on Thursdays in like 6 months."
Thomas did that too. He was like, "Hey, are you doing a show on Thursday?" And I'm like, 6 months ago. You know?
We certainly could revisit it and everything. Just for me, it's with my added life of travel. It's like I said a lot, but anyway.
Well,
But
that's kind of why we dropped the Thursday anyway, was because of you to begin with. So
yeah, it's all my fault.
Yeah.
So
We were
Thursday live from ABC, we could do that. We definitely could. We could do it. So
From
Dina
the West
says-
End.
All right, fine. We'll go back and have a Thursday show as well, for crying out loud.
No. I'm fine.
I mean, truthfully, I just do Jeff's on Wednesday, and I get my fix. So I mean, I don't care one way or the other.
Nice.
Well, it used to be this was just the show where we did this, and then Thursdays was a show where we attempted to last minute get guests in and last minute plan actually a show, which we had good guests on and stuff like that. And
The 3 o'clock. Hey, you guys, anybody got an idea for a topic?
exactly right.
No.
I'm taking
That
that
was
off.
usually
board.
like it was usually like I would be waking up and I'd be getting a message from Meredith. Does Chris have a topic for the show tonight? Does Chris have a topic for the show tonight?
No, he does not. But hey, we're the only show that had 3 seasons of Lego Masters winners on the same show.
That's
right?
true.
Come on. So,
Now that it's over,
and that is over. I
Is
didn't
it
watch
officially
all of
over now? Has it
there
ended?
hasn't been any
Oh, the season
announcement.
left.
Well, they filmed another season, and the sad thing is, those people who got to be on that show for a season, because they've never announced it, they can't talk about it until after a year once their NDA expires.
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
I'm
And
really
they never
glad.
air.
I'm really
And-
glad I wasn't cast on that season.
Yeah.
I would be mad.
Oh man,
I got
feel
a
bad for
secret
the-
and I
really
can't
feel
tell
bad for the people.
anybody.
First, it was my Galaxy Explorer build, and now it's the Lego Masters. You jerks!
You should have heard all the snarky comments I made, which will never air on national television.
and that, maybe that's the reason why they never aired.
Yeah.
No,
that's-
apparently the photography was so bad that the editing companies are like, yeah, we can't do anything with this.
We actually
Is
heard
that
multiple,
right?
multiple editing companies said that.
Multiple editing companies said there's not enough good footage to make a show.
the season 5 that they filmed.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's why it's never aired. Whoever shot it did a bad job.
Well,
So they're
they
just collecting the
moved- they
insurance
moved
money off of it then.
studios.
Sure, it wasn't because of Will Arnett's mustache.
I wonder if that's a function because they moved studios. They changed the studio apparently to the one in Stone Mountain.
That's
To
right.
get away from Chris.
Yeah, really. They're like,
Well, there
that-
was too many plot leaks because of that, you know.
That's true.
There's
Yes,
too
I
many
think
visits
Showing
to
up at your
ABC.
house.
So, in other words, okay, I get blamed for everything, and I just got blamed for taking down Lego Masters on this show,
On your own show.
on my own show. Yeah.
Hey, bring up the floppy rove. It'll make you feel better.
That's what she said.
Well, actually, that wouldn't make her feel better.
Oh,
I gotta go
wait.
get Nat to bed.
Good night, Mary.
I haven't used this in a while. Let me just throw it up there. That comment.
Well, you gotta play you have to have the floppy rover too to do that.
Chris, if you don't use it for a while, does it stop working?
Oh,
There you go.
Oh,
Night, everyone.
You're welcome.
Oh, the joy that I have brought you.
Someday Dana's going to break into your laptop and delete that out of your files so you can't call it up anymore.
Nah. I'm semi-famous because of it. I've gotten my 30 seconds of fame from it. So
Yeah.
Your
that's
enduring
right.
legacy for all time.
Someday Dana will build a new floppy rover replacement.
One day.
one day,
When that's
I still keep
younger.
thinking about getting floppy rover stickers made.
I would want one.
I know.
Because
Serious.
because tens of people would know about it.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, it's such an inside joke. It's amazing.
Hey, you know how many people ask me why does Blue Hans have blue hands?
Really?
Seriously.
Yeah.
And people, once I explain the story, people are like, I love that.
That jerk.
Gotta
All right,
take it when you
everybody,
can,
make
right?
sure you tune in tomorrow night to Jeff Van Winden's show for his 200th broadcast. That's amazing.
VW
And,
Bricks on YouTube for the record.
Wednesday, not tomorrow.
Wednesday. I'm sorry.
Not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. Wednesday.
Red
It's
hands.
tomorrow. It's tomorrow in Canada, right? But it's Wednesday in America, I think.
Why is that
Sure.
face so tiny?
Sure. It will be
Hands.
Thursday for the guy in Germany. Kai
This is one of the Citizen Brick heads.
That's awesome.
Which
And
is
then I've got regular size blank face, and then I've got big head.
which if I'm not mistaken, doesn't the Technic minifigure head or Technic figurehead helmet fit on the big head?
I haven't tried it, but you could be
I
right.
thought I've seen somebody use it.
I have
So
a Technic big fig somewhere, but Small Paul played with it, and I have no idea where it is now.
Lord knows it's under the couch somewhere.
for half a minute, those guys sold a coffee mug with the meh face on it, and it was my favorite coffee mug. And it got broken, and I emailed them. They're like, "Oh, we don't have any more. It's been long gone." I'm so sad.
I just want a T-shirt with that face on it, and they never have them.
Make your own. Put it on. Put it on TeePublic.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that face would be copyrighted in any way, shape, or form.
What face are you talking about? I missed it.
The meh.
Oh.
That
well,
one.
their MO is they only make limited batches of stuff, so that by the time the deceased letters arrive, they can be like, "Wow, we already sold them all,"
which is an excellent business model.
Yes.
All right, friends, we have gone way long, but it is good to hang out with y'all. We're all going to get to be hanging out in a week and a half in person, which is amazing. So be awesome, build awesome. Have a good night. The music's about to be really loud, FYI. Good night, everybody.